Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in, because you're now watching the Bunch of Bull Network.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast. Down here at a Bunch of Bull Studios like we do every Saturday night. And tonight, we got a special guest in the building. We got my man Primo in here. What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, Primo, it's good, G. What's happening, dog?
You already know, man. For those, I usually like to say how I met the creative or artist that I have on the podcast. For this one, it was a little bit different. You reached out to us at the Bunch of Bull Studio Network. So any artist that's out there that's watching, feel free to reach out to us, and we can always try to make something happen to get you some exposure down here at the Marley State of Mind podcast, Bunch of Bull. And we did just that. We made it happen, man. I got to look into your brand and what you got going on, small circle, and the message that you're kicking off. So you know what I mean. I definitely wanted to get you on here and tap into what you got going on, bro. So tell us, how'd you hear about the program?
Man, you know, shout out to K Melanie from Pittsburgh, R&B singer.
Yeah.
And you heard did a track like last month
Yeah.
called Different Vibes. I saw her on her motion.
Mm-hmm.
She tapped me in.
That's what's up, bro. Oh yeah.
For sure.
For those just hearing about Primo for the first time, like how would you describe your movement, bro?
So, you know, first and foremost, it's all small circle. Small circle's my brand. That's my message. Small circle means us. Feel me? Small circle means loyalty above all else. Value that. Small circle means the name just says itself. So everything I do, all my music, you're gonna hear small circle in it. I just refuse to make any song without me screaming out small circle rapping. You feel me?
Yeah. So where did that idea of small circle come from, bro? Like what inspired you to make the movement about the small circle?
Hey, you know, like real talk, I would just like, you know, I'd be partying, I'd be in the clubs, making these moves, getting this money and shit. And like, I just realized at some point, I just had a bunch of suckers around me. People only like want to hang out with you on the weekends. Everyone chilling when there's nothing else to do. People just like don't got your back unless, you know what I mean, it's a pro quo type lame shit going on.
Yeah, unless they got something to benefit from it.
Yeah, something to benefit from it. So one day I was just like, yo, like where all of our people's at? You feel me? And I looked around, I was like, me chasing this money so much that we kind of got far away from home. Like people I grew up with, I can't really see them for real because I'm always where the money at. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, man, we got to switch that up ASAP, B. I need some real ones around me. So the first thing I did was clear out my circle and say, man, it's a small circle energy. You feel me? Like, if you don't stand for what I'm standing for, I don't want you around me. I want you to breathe my air. I want to make it hard for you to be around me. And
yeah,
it's going to build up, put up a team of some go-getters, alphas type, you know what I mean? And we just build up with that.
Yeah.
That small circle. I rep that for real.
Yeah, quality over quantity, basically, right?
Yeah, no doubt, B. You want people who could stand on their own, but they stand with you. Right. At the same time, you want people that just simply got your back. Because you realize in this route, nothing great get done by itself. Whether you hustling, whether you doing this music thing, whether you trying to start a business, go to school, everything starts with someone just putting their hand out and saying, let me help you up. You feel me? And if you don't got people like that around you, I feel like you already put yourself in a position to lose.
Did you find when you had the bigger circle that it was holding you back from opportunities?
Like, what I just realized was just like, I just wanted someone to have my back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I party, go out, hit the clubs, making my moves on this music thing. But then when you realize the friends you call your friends only want to see you when you partying, and there's so much more to life besides, you know what I mean, just being on the scene where the happening is happening.
Right.
Start thinking about that. Like who got me? Who got my back? You know what I mean? Who's there?
So when it came to music, what made you start getting into music? What was it that inspired you to get into music and made you want to be just more than a consumer, but an actual entertainer?
I be grinding every day. I've been grinding since a kneecap. Feel me? Like I was just taught to get this money and chase the money. So that's what I've been doing, like, you know what I mean, for a minute. And like when I picked my head up and realized that all my day ones wasn't really around me, and then I was like, yo, man, we used to rap all the time in them house parties, dog. rap all the time in the spot, rap all the time in the clubs. I was like, no one around you raps. How can we just kick out a freestyle? No one around you raps. And I was just like, man, I miss that. You feel me? I called my homie Diego up. I was like, yo, you got that studio equipment? It was like, word. I paid him $20 an hour, once a week, just to like make music for myself. You feel me? I did that for 3 months, just having fun, just give myself something back. And then one day I made a song called Keep Moving that, you know what I mean, people fought with, and they started coming to my studio session, asking they, you know what I mean, post up with me.
Yeah.
And then some more people started doing that, and I was just like, I'm a hustler. So I was like, hey, I don't know about you, but I see money in this music. Let's go chase it.
Yeah. So it just basically started off from something fun to do. You was just freestyling with the homies type shit.
Yeah, man. Started freestyling with the homies.
Yeah.
And they was gone. So I went to the studio once a week to get music back to myself. You feel me? Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't let no one listen to my music first 3 months. So, like, it's just for me, dog.
Yeah.
I don't need y'all listening to it. It's just, I need something for me.
So you say you started doing it for yourself, then you made that first track that hit, and you was like, yeah, this feel like I'm on to something. What was tell me about that first track that hit that made you feel like that, like you got something going on.
It was this song called Keep Moving. They just remixed this Tupac beat on this Isley Brother instrumental. And I killed it. It was a straight freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mostly the song just talks about, you know what I mean, just growing up in the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Asking all the questions people ask themselves, like, why this, why that? And I just try to answer as many questions as I could. And that freestyle just hit home for most people. You feel me? My one cousin, he listened to it, Munchie, and he was like, yo, dog, I ain't gonna lie, man. On the second verse, started crying because he talking about moms and grandmas and, you know what I mean, all that. And he said just hit him hard.
Yeah.
And so the song, man, I love that song. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then my homie, he heard about the song, he pulled up. And my other homie, G, he heard about the song, he pulled up. And then we made a new song called God Steer. You feel me? I'm chasing the bread, dog. Money there, I'm gonna go get it. Man, I Keep Moving told me if people like it, they'll buy it.
Yeah. And that's what you found out, like as you made that song, as you started continuing the movement, did you see that people were starting to buy into what you had going on?
Yeah, you feel me? It's like what Benji told me, dog. He said, if your music is mixed good, if it sounds good, people gonna rock with it. It's gonna be someone out there. As long as you mix that good, as long as it sounds
Somebody
right,
gonna like it, huh?
someone gonna like it. It's too many people out here. Not to find one, you feel me?
Yeah. So who were some of your biggest music influences coming up? Who were some of the artists, rather it be locally or national artists? Who were some of the artists that you listened to that made you say, "Damn, I need to get my pen game like that"?
Hey, you know, foremost of, I love my music. I'm no doubt I'm my number one fan.
Yeah.
I love my music. I listen to my music, listen to any song twice, and you'll start seeing imagery. You feel me? My music just connects. You feel me? It provokes emotions, provokes motivation, provokes something in you to step out and do something. And besides me, I mean, I'm like any other kid from up north. Grew up listening, you know what I mean? I like Biggie, I like the Tupac homies. I like the new rap they got out here right now. You feel me? And the song that made me just want to like just go in was when I just one day I was telling myself like, yeah, I want to make music that every bar hit, like every bar stands on its own.
Yeah.
And then like, and I listen to a lot of some of my favorite rappers got music where every bar connects. And that's the type of music I want. From inspiration on these rappers and just practicing. Now I'm making that left and right. All my bars stand up.
Yeah.
Real talk. Listen to any one of my top jams, especially G'd Up, which is my viral track. Listen to that track. Every bar stand on its own. If you don't fuck with it, you're lame.
So would you say that you're more of like a storyteller, or are you more of a punchline type rapper?
I can do punchlines, I can tell stories. I got music for everyone, dog. I got EDM tracks, I got R&B tracks, rap trap tracks, rock and roll. I'm just touching the whole spectrum, you feel me? Like if I ain't in the hood, I could be over here with the rich folk. If I ain't with the rich folk, I could be over here with the middle class, you feel me? The grungy, the cool. I want to be in all the house parties. I want to be in all the rooms in the party. You feel me? I just don't want to be
Trying to make every party.
faction.
Trying to make every party shake.
I'm trying to make every party shake. You feel me?
For sure.
Because in life, I be in all the clubs. In life, I be going to rap clubs. I be in the hip hop club. Be in the EDM clubs. I be in this music you never heard of clubs. So I feel like my music should be a reflection of my lifestyle.
Is your personal musical taste like that? Do you like to listen to different types of music?
Man, if you check out my SoundCloud, I got a playlist for every genre.
Yeah.
From R&B, hip hop, grunge, punk rock and roll, classical rock and roll. I got Afro beat playlists.
Yeah.
I make sure I broke all my music down in categories. Real talk. Check out my SoundCloud, Small Circle 412. Playlist is public.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that out for sure. Like coming from the city, how did you find all those different genres? What made you get into all those different type of musical genres?
They keep it real, when you chasing this money, you kind of just listen to what your clientele listen to. You feel me? Like I grew up on hip hop and rap because I grew up on the Hill District, Reed and Robert projects. You feel me? So that's just part of the culture. But then when you making money over here, making money in the suburbs, making money in the middle class, making money everywhere, you chilling, busting moves, smoking weed, and then this homie playing this song like you never heard of, some genre you will never put on yourself, but it connects. So you Shazam it, put it in your phone, and fast forward, got a lot of Shazam songs.
Yeah.
Then I broke them up into categories, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then like, if you ask half of these suckers out here, man, who'll be like, what type of music listen to? Number one answer you always hear, I listen to a little bit of everything. But let's ask any of those fools what your top 2 genres is. Half of them can't even say a name.
Right.
So it's just like, to me, when I say it, I mean that shit.
What was the first like song outside of the hip hop genre that made you say, okay, like there is something else out here besides just hip hop?
I like that. I ain't gonna stunt. The closest thing I think I got that energy that hip hop got when it comes to like expressing like the lifestyle growing up in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Is grunge rock and roll. Like that grungy, like them homies like Ozzy Osbourne, Korn, Writing on the Wall. Them homies just talks about the reflection of how they feel inside to the environment. And how is that not hip hop?
Right.
And the way they convey that sound out, all you can hear is raw emotions. How is that not hip hop?
Right.
You feel me? And that was the first music I connect, because besides Tupac, when I wanted to like just connect with the, with the real emotions, I could get that from Tupac, from other few rappers, I could get that from grunge. And that was the first music that, that set me on. I was just like, you know what? I'm open to it now. Now I listen to everything. Driving all these road trips, got me listening to country music.
Yeah.
On that highway for 10 hours, and you got no radio signal. You can't play your phone. They're gonna play country on the radio all day. Yeah. You're gonna find yourself like one of them songs gonna link. So that's what it comes down to. Music, you feel me? It's not about if you like that genre. Sometimes it's just about did that one song connect.
Did it connect? Yeah.
That's what it always comes down to. Did that beat connect to you? Did that cadence connect to you?
Yeah.
Do his lyrics connect? You feel me? And that's how I found my new music. You feel me? Just gotta connect.
Something that connect with you.
Something that connects with me, I rock with it. I don't care if it's some music I can't even understand, some foreign music, language you can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
But if it still connect, emotions is emotions. That language universal, you heard me?
Yeah. So when was it that when you got on this musical journey, when was it that you started taking it seriously? When did you start to realize like, damn, this is more than just, something that I do for fun. This is something that I can actually make a career out of. At what point did that become the case for you?
I made this one jam called Small Circle. Made it with my homie Audio God Chill, and made it at my homie Diego's crib. Was recording in his closet, because that's a setup we had, you feel me, in his bedroom and shit. And I freestyled that jam too. And when I made that track, my engineer, that was the first time I legitimately saw him get excited before he just pushing buttons. You know what I mean? But then that jam, I saw him get closer to the monitor. He started like directing me, saying, yo, the song need a hook. Yo, look, talk some shit. Yo, the song needs some ad-libs. He started telling me this is what the song needs for it to be where it needs to be at.
And that's not typically the case with him.
Yeah, most of the time he just press the buttons.
Yeah, he just going,
telling me to tighten up your verse, You know what I mean? And then one day, maybe because it clicked, and I saw how excited he was. And then my homie Chill Will, he got excited. So he wrote his verse in like 10 minutes. He completed the song. And then that moment, that's when I was like, yo, maybe we got something. Then next thing you know, I booked a session at ID Labs in Pittsburgh. Got my homie Kali G to master it, because my homie Diego was a recording mixing engineer, so he couldn't do what a mastering engineer could do. So I had to take my song to a mastering engineer. Then that studio session costs like $75 an hour. And you putting $75 an hour on some music, I got no guarantee on the return. How is that not serious?
Right.
You putting your money, they could put something else that do got a guarantee return.
Yeah, that's literally putting your money where your mouth is.
Where your mouth is, you feel me? And that's when the day I knew, like, yo, we putting this type of money in, we gotta go all the way, B.
Yeah.
I need my return.
Ain't no playing around.
One way or other, we're gonna get ours back. You feel me? I ain't doing this shit for nothing.
No, and that brings up a good point, right? Because when you start putting in that money, still really start making investments, other obstacles start coming along the way. And like for you, what was some of the biggest obstacles that you faced it so far early on?
Honestly, man, biggest obstacle is just liars, posers, lanes, busters. You know what I mean? Like when you're a performer and you got your studio session, it would be nice to have some homies there with you. You feel me? Just to create the energy right. Or we doing a performance, it's nice if you at least have 5-10 of your people just to pull up to support. You feel me? Go on a road trip somewhere maybe from Pittsburgh to Atlanta. It'll be dope to have someone to help you drive down there. You feel me? And then when you realize, when you're trying to make friends in this industry, you gotta realize everyone's just out for themselves. Everyone trying to get ahead. They ain't like your homie you grew up with, at home, who just got your back just because. And then when I realized, like, that was it, dog, that was my biggest obstacle, you feel me? Just building with the wrong people at first.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, it makes sense to build with other musicians, people who's in the business. And then you realize after enough situations, the people that got your back the most is the ones that been there since day one, the ones that were just before the music. Them was the ones who's gonna go out their way, above and beyond, do what you didn't ask them to do. You feel me? If you say sell some merch, they're gonna sell the merch.
Yeah.
If you say pass this out, they're gonna pass it out. You don't gotta be told. And they see something, opportunity, they're gonna step on it. They're gonna make sure, it happens. I never seen that from someone, who got like their own situation. I'm a rapper, I'm an R&B singer. I got this situation. Let me come with you to help so I can build up my marketing and my network. Some people, I never see them go out the way for another unless it benefits them.
Now, when you face those obstacles and you start to see like who's there for you, who ain't there for you, you start to evaluate and see what's real in the situation. When you get those obstacles, like what helps you to push forward? Because it's got to be difficult whenever you start to get some of those realizations. Like what helps you to move forward in those moments where you're feeling low, you feel like giving up?
It's like when you first grab your first zip trying to sell some weed. Slow. No one's calling your phone. Probably smoking more than you making off that. You feel me? But just like G said, you just keep grinding out there every day. Then one day you be sitting in your couch playing your video game, and then your phone start ringing, and then it never stops. So at the end of the day, I know for a fact, it's starting slow. It ain't moving the way I want to move. My product is good. My vibe is good. My prices is right. But they don't know yet. But eventually they going to know. And that phone going to ring, and it's not going to stop. You're going to just watch everything stack up. So that's my motivation. You feel me?
Just the patience and trusting the process.
Trust the process. Knowing one day you're going to make that right move, meet that right person, and your phone ain't going to start ringing.
Yeah.
And that's a promise in the game. You feel me?
Yeah. Just planting those seeds and knowing that they're going to grow.
Yeah. They say it like that for sure. You feel me?
Yeah.
No doubt.
So being an independent artist isn't easy, right? Because it's a lot of money that you got to, like you said, you got to do studio sessions that can cost upwards to $75 an hour. You know what I mean? If you don't make your own production, you got to pay for people to do the production for you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of obstacles that come with it. What's one of the biggest lessons that you've learned as an independent artist?
Yo, save your money. Real talk. That's the biggest thing I can stress. Someone told me that in the beginning. I ain't take it that serious because money comes in too fast. But you realize, save your money, because this whole game is built off dollars and connections and favors. Save your money, B. Because I'm telling you, ain't no opportunity free out here.
No,
and
not
if
at
you
all.
do get one, free is love. You feel me?
Yeah.
Free is love. Respect that. Because when it comes down to it, what people don't realize, in the beginning, you meet someone who hear your music and they just connected to you with it, like you connected with it, and they ready to hold you down. They ready to come to your show. They ready to just share everything you put out. That ain't a fan, even though that's a fan. What that is, that's your team.
Yeah.
That's your first teammate. And the next one that connects to your music, that's your second. In the beginning, the people that connects with your music like that, that is your team.
That's what you're building with.
And you need to save some money because sometimes not everyone get bread. You feel me? Sometimes not everyone got enough money to do this, that, and the third. So sometimes you got to create a budget when you can make sure your team eat. Because like, what type of G is you if you getting money and your team ain't getting money? Some lame ass shit, for real.
For real. Now, from when you did those first songs, when you first started recording, you linked with the homie, to now, like how's your music evolved? How's your process evolved from that first song to when you go to the studio now?
That's a good question, dog. Real talk. Since day one to now, yeah, I realized I'm in the studio once a week, like church. Once a week. You know what I mean? Working on my sound. I'm working on trying to make a hot track or trying to be Kendrick Lamar tomorrow. I'm trying to worry about how do I get better this week? What didn't I do last week? I could do this week. I elevate my sound from the point of putting emphasis on your delivery, putting inflection, putting the emotional personality in your lyrics. Like if I say, I like you, or I don't fuck with you, if I just say it like, yo, I don't fuck with you. But then I switch it up with the inflection, be like, yo, I don't fuck with you. You're gonna feel that. And that type of to my repertoire. Little things like that. Watching the sound develop. Knowing when to take space, knowing when not. Doing that every week. And you potentially, let me try something new. I was hearing this one track. This one rapper was putting a lot of emphasis on his last bars. I'm gonna try that. Listen to this one track. This one rapper was making these 4 rhyme word, they call that 4, like, some people rhyme with 4 words, some people rhyme with 2. Most professionals, they'll rhyme with 2. They'll be like, yo, trying to get it in, trying to get it popping, money we getting, ain't no one gonna stop it. Or some people rhyming 4s, trying to get right. I be up all night, trying to take flight. We could be right by the night. And I just watched that, knowing that you can put a whole different rhyme sequence, 2, 4, 3, don't rhyme at all.
Yeah.
Speak that poetry rap.
Yeah.
Trying different things like that on different songs. And then one day you realize you make that one channel, that one song, we can put all those techniques into one track. And then that's where you watch the growth. That's where you hear your sound develop. You take everything you learn in practice, you put it in your game.
Yeah.
That's what my growth is like, B. So to my track from then to now.
So it's really
just up.
Yeah, just really just polishing your sound up, working on your craft.
Yeah, man, it's working on it, but more so just building on it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like working on it sometimes could just mean I'm gonna keep rapping the same type of energy, same type of songs until one hits. Gambling, rolling the dice. Building on your craft is, I didn't know how to do this last week, but I know how to do it now. And you do that same energy every week, putting something new, building up, because it's all about the build up. Working on it is cool, but working on it means sometimes you just like, if I chop the tree the same way, eventually it's gonna fall down. But you learn a technique that you chop on an angle and you chop on another angle, you split that tree faster. But if you just working on things, you just whacking at it, can't wait till it fall down. But if you ain't building on your technique, on your fundamentals, you don't realize there's other ways to do that, other way to take that tree down, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about the build up. And that's what I do every week, all about my build up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I try things because I heard it in another song. I'm like, yo, what if I apply that to hip hop? What if I apply that to my sound? And next thing you know, I drop a hit. Maybe they don't fuck with it at first, but like hip hop don't do that. There ain't no rules in music. You feel me? Music is just art.
That's
you know
all.
What I mean?
It's an expression of self, really. You can do whatever you want to do with that thing.
Ain't no real rules. You feel me? The structure that helps.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, it's just expression, like you said, G.
That's all it is. Now, whenever you're creating, is it like more from like your personal experiences? You telling stories about yourself, or do you consider yourself more of a writer of other experiences?
I do both. I write about my own personal experiences. I write about, observation of other people's experiences. But more importantly, when I make my music, fundamentally, I rather rap mines in a position when it could be interpreted by the next person. I rather set my structure on the way I deliver my lines. So when you take the things like you take personal words out, so people can kind of just step in your shoes.
Mm.
So the way I set my words, I intentionally don't start a lot of my songs with the word I. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I be in the club. I be hot. I be getting all these shorties. I. Took that word out and put it be like, we be in the club. In the club. We say things like that. Sometimes people can personalize it to themselves.
Yeah, you're bringing them inside of the experience.
Yeah, because you take words like I and you just leave it up into interpretation. And when you do that, I ain't lying, B. Listen to my music 2 times in a row. I bet you start seeing imagery of your own life. I'll say a line that connects with one of them situations you just did, one of them experiences. I bet you see those pictures. And that's not no accident. It's by design.
Right. Now, for you, whenever you're creating and you're going through your process, do you prefer to have like the beat first, or do you just start writing the lyrics first?
I'm a lyric dude. You feel me? I'm all for the lyrics. Lyrics is the most important thing for me, and you know, that's where I connect with my music at. So when I write a song, my process is simple. I find a beat. Sometimes I already got the lyrics pre-written to another beat. I'll find another beat with the same tempo, and I stick it on that beat. Sometimes I might find inspiration, like, you know what, I'm gonna write something new to this beat because I already hear the words coming out of my head by listening to the beat, and I'll write that out. You feel me? And once I got the lyrics down, I don't worry about the hook until the song done. I mean, I don't worry about the hook to my verse done. Sometimes, mostly all my hooks are freestyles. Small Circle, that was a freestyle.
Yeah.
Keep Moving, that was a freestyle. Mostly all my hooks are freestyles. Because hooks are just, repetition in nature. So you just find one phrase to put on one side, and you find a kind of matching but kind of different phrase to put on the second, because most hooks are two-sided. You feel me? Like, for example, you'd be like, I be on the podcast. I be on the podcast. Yeah, I be on the podcast. Where you at? Yeah, say we on this podcast. Yeah, say we on this podcast. Where you at? I be in this podcast. You see that? Two-sided structure.
Yeah.
I just break hooks down just like that, and the hook just come to you.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if you listen to your lyrics and you're really connecting with it, and you're really hearing the emotional, what you're trying to convey, if you let your artistic creativity instincts take over, you kind of just know what to say.
It's kind of just come to you from
that. Just come to you from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's most of my tracks, though.
What song you think that you have out right now best represents who you are as an artist?
That's a tough question. You feel me? Because I make music in so many different genres, it put me in a tough situation. It's like G'd Up represents how I grew up in the Hill District projects and Rhea Roberts with my cousins and my brothers. So I kind of just rap about that. It's a gritty beat, gritty verse, all the words stand up. It's probably my #1 ticket jam. It got me the ticket to open up for Young Jeezy, Sexy Red, a few other names. People hear that jam, they like, oh, he can rap with us. And I got enough track record to say, yo, he did this show. He opened up for NBA Youngboy. He did all these shows. So when they hear this jam, they see my track record, we'll allow them on because that helps the resume, you feel me? But then you hear another jam I just made, this EDM jam, EDM. That jam just went viral on SoundCloud, like 500,000 organic views. But it's EDM. Ain't no one on GD Up, listen to G'd Up and listen to EDM because they don't listen to EDM.
Right.
They like rap. Same thing with the EDM. When listen to EDM, don't want to listen to rap because it's too gritty. So I got a bunch of genres that just touch all them genres. So that's my tough spot. So it's really hard to say which genre reflect me. But if I had to pick one, you feel me? I got this one jam called We Here. I love that track. You feel me? Talk about small circle. Talk about how small circle's a crew, how we a family, how wherever we at, small circles first, we here. And the verse just connects with the hook. And it gets on this guitar type beat. Crazy. It's hard.
Oh, yeah.
But then we got this other jam, right?
What's going on, y'all? We see y'all out there in the streams.
We got this other jam, B, our newest track called She's Outside. That's the one we pushing heavy right now. Because that jam got EDM essence. It got some drill beat essence. It got some hip hop. And then it got like 4 or 5 transitions on the beat switch from the beginning to the end. Wasn't even meant for hip hop. My homie just make instrumentals people to listen to. And I rapped on that thing because I could. Because most of my style, I could rap on any type of tempo, any type of song. There ain't no beat I can't rap on.
Just caught your ear.
Yeah, it caught my ear, connected. That jam crazy, B. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I let someone hear that jam, let my homie Ori Cole, who do the slappers and banger in Pittsburgh, went to his crib. We smoking, have a listening session. I play like 10 jams for him. He pan-picked She's Outside and say, yo, this jam hits. Can I spin this on my set? You feeling me?
Yeah.
Here, take it. Let this club owner hear 5 jams. He heard that She Outside. He said, this jam hits.
Yeah.
Can I get my DJ to spin it this weekend? Take it.
Right.
And I just kept seeing that. And I'm a hustler, so I see the motion. When I see opportunity,
you see this is the one that's driving.
This is the one that's driving, not the one I will pick personally, but it's the one that people's picking.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw that, we've been pushing that left and right. You feel me?
Yeah.
Jam crazy. Hey, check this out. This is the beginning of the verse. Hits. Said, life is good, but it could be better. We sipping on silk and gripping Beretta. She bringing me milk. Tea with the muffin. She bringing it naked. There is no discussion. My private is on. We making deductions. We hitting them strong. I hit on concussion. We rock them like beanies and spin them like Femi. I met me a Cindy and popping the guinea. Primo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that verse, dog. Wrote that in the club, the strip club after hours in Pittsburgh called Medusa. By the time I finished it, this girl talking to me, I like, let me rap this verse to you. She let me do my thing. She said she fought with it.
She was rocking with it?
Yeah, dog. The whole time I'm just rapping about a girl who just right there with you hustling. Are you in the clubs, in the hotels, in the rooms, and making moves, wherever you at? She's right there. So whatever you do it together with her. That's why it's called She's Outside. So if I'm just rapping about me and what my shorty do all day when we in this game,
right?
How she not gonna like it?
She gonna have to fuck with it, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm rapping about everything you do, basically. This is everything I'm rapping about. You already done it, doing it, and want to do it.
Well, let's get into some of the music. Let the people hear it. How about the G'd Up Retro remix, man?
Yeah, that jam hit. Yeah,
let's get into it. You ready for me, Just? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let me airdrop that She Outside with you.
From a city where niggas show fake love, so I had to kill these bitches, OJ gloves. Get hoes everywhere, they don't play us. Sip a bottle, smoke weed, and they take drugs. We in the jungle cause that's where the ape was. You a middleman, fake plug, big thug. Around here we move big weight, bend plug. Y'all content with thousands, need M's cuz. G nigga, I don't make that move unless it's G's. Hill nigga, I don't rock the hat unless it please. Feel nigga, catch me outside, that's where I be. Real niggas, you don't kinda love it, it's the free. It's me, nigga, fresh up out the cage, what it be. From my G niggas, I'ma show out, I'm for the streets. What you need, ninja, got it on deck, this shit ain't free. From my G's niggas, leave that bass high and let it be. Where you been, nigga, going for a while, but now I'm free. Money niggas, straight 10 bottles, VIP. Trill niggas, only small circle, drink with me. Slick nigga, got a bottle, shorty G. Real shit, if shorty was a dog, then shorty me. Law City, man, I miss my hood, where my G's? Mob City, if you bout your food, then come with me. 50-50, niggas, straight up out of eye, that's how I see. Reed niggas, where my Uncle Low and where's C? Where's Star, nigga, where my homie Champ and where's G? Where my Hill niggas, where my Rude Boys and Lover G? A lot of real niggas in this real, but they ain't me. Reed niggas, where my Uncle Low and where's C? Where's Star, nigga, where my homie Champ and where's G? Where my Hill niggas, where my Rude Boys and Lover G? A lot of real niggas in this real, but they ain't me. From a city where niggas show fake love, so I had to kill these bitches, OJ gloves. Get hoes everywhere, they don't play us. Sip a bottle, smoke weed, and they take drugs. We in the jungle cause that's where the ape was. You a middleman, fake plug, big thug. Around here we move big weight, bend plug. Y'all content with thousands, need M's cuz.
Been a real nigga, yeah, been a real bitch. I'll speak, yeah, but I say shit. Eastside love me cause I've been a real bitch. Lolo come through on my low shit. Hanging with my bros cause I don't need shit. Give a little look cause I am that bitch. Can dig in my pockets cause I had that shit. I know I'm a boss, I can spin that shit. Hanging with my bros cause I don't need shit. Give a little look cause I am that bitch. Can dig in my pockets cause I had that shit. I know I'm a boss, I can spin that shit.
From a city where niggas show fake love, so I had to kill these bitches, OJ gloves. Get hoes everywhere, they don't play us. Sip a bottle, smoke weed, and they take drugs. We in the jungle cause that's where the ape was. You a middleman, fake plug, big thug. Around here we move big weight, been plugged. Y'all content with thousands, need M's, cuz.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, I wrote that jam in Alabama at this club I was at. So after hours, after my show, bunch of Hispanics, hood niggas. They was all Bloods too. Which like a split club. So we in Alabama, so they playing hip hop and country music. But we in that club with strippers, man. I ain't gonna lie, that club was a bad dog. The word just came to me, and I wrote that down. I took it home. I spit it on this beat. Then the rest was history after that.
Yeah, how did you come? What made you pick the features for that one?
Hey, I mean, it's just by chance mostly. You feel me?
Okay.
I got home in Pittsburgh. I be renting out a studio session once a week for the community just to pull up at. I mean, people don't got no money to record. People just want to be around the music scene.
Yeah.
Like once a week, same time, same date. People just come up and I tell them like, if you want to, you can record. If you don't want to record, that's cool too. And because it's my studio, my rules is everyone get a chance to record. Now, I ain't saying we're gonna use your verse.
Yeah.
But if you the hottest verse, we'll use it. But I ain't gonna deny someone a chance to just record because that's what we here for. We here to just network for real, just build up and just to be around. We're not really here to make music, but if we make music,
that comes with it.
That's just a bad product of what we doing right now. And when I made this jam, it was me, Audio God Chill, and some other rapper, you feel me? And the first verse I spit, they ain't like it because it was too like what they call that. They call that conscious music.
Yeah.
Right? It was too conscious for them. You feel me? And the rappers I was with, all they rappers about is partying, messing with shorties, and making moves. So I realized like, yo, man, they ain't gonna be on that conscious thing you be on, B. You gotta like meet them where they at. Like just rap that G'd up verse you spit down in Alabama, you wrote down. But they connect with that because all you do is rap about home. So they dissed my first verse, but they did it with their face. You know what I mean? They body language. I could just tell they was like, oh, whatever. And I seen that, kind of told that as a disrespect. I'm just like, what? I ain't feeling that. Like I told the engineer, yo, turn that beat back on. Like, start me over. Embrace that first verse. One take, one boom, boom, bang, bada, boom. Spit that. I watched all them get excited. Watch them get off they seats. Humby put the hook down. Then I saw Lolo Ree the next week, and I was like, yo, this jam need female energy. Can you bless me? She wrote that in like 15 minutes. Went in the booth the next week, finished that. Then we took that jam from that studio, took it to ID Labs, got them to master it, mix it professionally. Boom. 2-step process. Feel me? Actually 3 steps. I come the next week.
Now, how would you describe the Pittsburgh music scene right now as you see it?
I'm an OT nigga, so that just mean like I know it's more money out of town. So I be in spots like Atlanta, Chicago, New York. And Atlanta got mad love for me. Ohio got mad love for me. And a few other spots, you feel me? And just potent, you feel me? And when I got to, started building up in Pittsburgh, saying like, all right, we got a little presence out of town. Now I start building a presence in town where we from. So I started hearing the music scene and I realized there really ain't one. You feel me? Like in Atlanta, in Ohio, they got music events every week, like clockwork. Clubs are opening they doors up to coordinators and event makers so they could throw the events, giving them prices that they can work with. $100, rent my club out for the night. Pittsburgh, they want $500, $600, $1,000. Weird. You feel me? Even if someone don't got no traction, they still want that number. Crazy. You feel me? Like, how you want me to build up? Or you just trying to take advantage? That's why I realized in Pittsburgh, ain't nothing happening every week. And then Pittsburgh got that high school mentality when it's like everyone just following the popular kid. Like, I'm only going to rock with you if the school starts saying your name, even though if I like your music, even though I like your style. But if enough people ain't co-signing you,
I ain't
can't
going to support. Yeah.
And that's just a Pittsburgh mentality. I don't know where we get it from. I just think we're a bunch of independent people. And that just maybe because of that. Because you go down to town, down south especially, Black culture down south, it's nothing like Black culture up north. Maybe because the way they raised us to be divided up here. It's easy to see. You don't see no crews. You don't see no 4 homies, no 5 homies. You don't see a lot of crews in Pittsburgh. You see 1 person, maybe 2 hanging out together, but most people just individuals half the time now. Go down south, Alabama, Texas, Atlanta, Even Miami, everyone, the support is crazy. People want to do things together. People want to work with you. You don't got to convince them. You don't got to manipulate them. Get them an opportunity. If it sounds right, they're going to jump on it. They want to help just because down south, the way, maybe because of the racism, maybe was the way they was raised for generations, they realize you're safer together than apart. And that's Pittsburgh scene, feel me? Like, Pittsburgh need to learn how to, like, work together. Learn how to, like, support people who just want to, you know what I mean, who just want to support. And when Pittsburgh could do that, people realize it's easier to build a city with 50 people than it is with 2 people or just by yourself.
Want to get into that other track?
Yeah, dog, play that, man. She's outside. You feel me? Oh, check that phone down.
You're good.
Just like hit the little side button, dog. You don't gotta answer that shit. Just like, yeah.
That bitch was so loud, I thought it was coming from our speaker.
Shit, that's the city trying to call me back home. That's all that is. But yeah, man, this song called She's Outside. My homie Vab on the beat. Shout out Jay Anonymous on the hook. And this right here is a drill, EDM type hip hop beat. It's very different, very unique, high energy. If you ask me, I would call it adrenaline music. Took me like 9 mixes to get it right there, dog.
Yeah.
Nah. It's like 9. I mean, 9 different studio sessions just to get it to where
Should be like playing a video, huh?
And I just got a music video done with this jam before I even dropped it on anyone's platform.
Yeah.
Music video done, got it on people's podcasts. It's from Atlanta, so it appeared here. I mean, sometimes you got to push things before it's ready.
No, 100%.
I just did this event with Afterthought. He did this little King of the Bird thing.
Yeah.
Signed up for it, did my thing, killed it. And I used that whole thing for media content, from behind the scenes, performances, to a music video.
Yeah, it was a good way to take advantage of the event.
Took advantage of that event fully, dog. I was looking at that event as a stage for me to set up.
Yeah.
Competition or wherever that event was doing, didn't even matter to me. I know I had a purpose. Sold like 40 tickets. Make sure my people showed out. Make sure that video is going to be still crazy. But pushing on social media, putting that ad spin. Pittsburgh were basically getting a crash course, and I've been using that whole situation to do that face reveal.
Go ahead, we'll get into it.
Life is good, but it can be better. We sleeping on silk and gripping Beretta. She bringing me milk. Tea with the muscles, she bringing it naked. There is no discussion. My permit is on.
You turn it up.
I saw the louder goes on. Apple.
Heard that.
It is written on the computer.
She eating the Winnie and steak with the strippers. We giving the telly and she laid on the
I don't think it'll go through.
Yeah, listen to that. She's outside. That's all good, G. Ain't sweating it.
She running like cheetahs, we making some cheaper. We making this money and live like it's funny. We shopping at Saks and flipping these stacks. Taking me bad, making me rash. She called me a yacht, then drink a Ciroc. We taking it higher, we make it our spot. She don't wanna be outside, let's be outside. Got blood, got we how high. If you tryna reach the sky, just like the beat, gotta meet the vibes, but not the beat gon' slide. She want beef and I want fries.
Hit my main and hit my side. Hit my main and hit my side.
Sorry, little baby, we outside. Test your patience, test my pride. Hit my main and hit my side. Hold up, party people. Let's ready right now. Give me my chicken nugget. She don't wanna be outside, let's be outside. Got blood, got we how high. If you tryna reach the sky, just like the beat, gotta meet the vibes, but not the beat gon' slide. She want beef and I want fries. Hit my main and hit my side. Hit my main and hit my side. Sorry, little baby, we outside. Test your patience, test my pride. Hit my main and hit my side.
My homie make beats just for people to listen to them as instrumentals. But they ain't meant to have vocals. Unless he put samples in it. So I made sure I stick to that vibe. Make sure I gave the song enough room for that beat to breathe and spot.
Yeah.
That's how I was meant to be listened to.
She eat your linguine. Stays with the shrimpies. We clipping the telly. She laid on her belly. Straight out of London.
Period. It's my shit, dog.
Oh yeah, that's not released yet.
No, man, it drops June 10th.
June 10th.
Yeah, on all DSPs and platforms. I'm dropping a music video early, though. I'm gonna probably drop it tomorrow.
Okay.
You feel me? At this point, man, I say just put the music out if you can. You got promotion for it, that's cool and all. It does help. But if you ain't got no super strong fan base, like people just anticipating your music, all that taking in forever, it's no point. So push right at iron's hot type thing.
Yeah, so people who want to get a hold of you, they want to you might have producers want to get a hold of you and work with you. Might have other rappers who want to collab with you. People who might just want to follow your journey. What's the best way to do that? How do they get a hold of you on Instagram and all that good stuff?
Hey, yo, follow me at Small Circle 412. Small Circle 412. Follow my artist page at PR3MO 412, Primo 412. And all the music platforms is all PR3MO Primo. Feel me? I got the website, www.primosmallcircle.com. We got the merch. We got the song She's Outside for the pre-download. We got the song G'd Up on our website for you to download. You don't got to go to Apple. You don't got to go to Spotify. Go to my website if you want that song. You feel me? Vote with me directly. And we got merch. We got everything. You feel me? Got the whole journey, all of it. And you feel me? Follow the SoundCloud too. I got a lot of mixtape jams on there. That's Small Circle 412. And remember, man, Small Circle means us. Small Circle means family. Small Circle means loyalty above all else. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the Small Circle message. That's my message. That's what I'm pushing from Pittsburgh, Hill District, Reed and Roberts. You want to know anything more about me, man? Just ask questions, man. I'll answer them. You feel me? And we just gonna keep it rolling. You feel me? Follow that song. She's Outside, dropping June 10th. Video dropping June 1st. It's a banger. And rock with me, man. I'm trying to get that jam in the festivals. You heard me?
Oh yeah, that's definitely a festival track.
Right.
So I got a little segment I like to do where I ask some questions and you can give me some answers to some of these questions for you. All right.
Hit me, G.
All right. Give me your top five rappers of all time.
All right. Primo.
Darlon.
Period.
What's the best rap album ever made?
I ain't dropped it yet, but besides me, I say the best album ever made. Dang, dog. Who can I listen to through and through? Who got that jam, man? That Usher Confessions, that was crazy. Man, I got a lot of shorties to that track. Besides that, who got that? Who's killing it, man? I think one of the best mixtapes, I'm calling it album, was that No Ceilings by Lil Wayne. Through and through. Every jam's a banger.
Sure. Usher and Wayne, you can't go wrong with either of those.
Real.
What would be a dream collaboration if you can get any artist on a track with you?
I mean, I don't really got no competition besides myself because the things I rap about, I feel like not a lot of people is rapping about on some of my songs. But I feel like someone who's up there with it, who can like, we did a collab, we could touch some hearts. J. Cole.
Okay. Cole. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you want to perform at?
Some festival with 250,000 people. I don't care which one. Just give me 250,000 people to rap in front of. Let me do my thing. You feel me? I just want to rap at a festival. That's my next stop. I already rapped at a bunch of hip hop clubs. The biggest audience I ever rapped out for was 10,000 people at the NBA YoungBoy show at I don't know, Tampa Bay, Florida. You can look at the video on YouTube. Look up Primo performance at NBA Youngboy show. It was lit. So right now, my next stack is just I want to see what my energy will look like in front of at least 100 to 200,000 people. Wherever I could get that at, no matter. I picture at music festival.
What's the most memorable performance you've had so far?
One time in Atlanta, at this little showcase, not a lot of people. It was at some little strip club. It was mad early, so the strippers ain't even pull up. But I performed that song "Keep Moving," like the first track that that I dropped that people connected with. And I don't know whether it was just that day, that moment, that time, but I was able to convey the emotional message of that song. And halfway through it, someone just ran up on stage, started hugging me, like straight up, face to my chest, hugging me and wouldn't let go. And I ain't stopped rapping either. I kept going till the show was over. And I knew for a fact that wherever I said, and one of them lyrics, one of them bars hit homie's heart. He couldn't help himself. He had to run on stage just to hug me because wherever I said, where I was talking about moms, sisters, daughters, or little G's in the streets, one of them bars hit him. And I can't like, I was better than 10,000 people. I'll be better than 100,000 people that ain't no feeling is better than watching someone connect with your music like that, B.
Yeah, like a one-on-one connection.
That one-on-one, man. It could just be me and him in a room. And that would have been still my favorite performance.
Yeah. So what's next? What's next for Primo?
What's next for Primo? Besides building up my clientele, get this bread up. Besides getting my public awareness, because I'm showing my face, make sure the world know who I am. Besides making that next jump I know I ain't thought of yet. Besides just working on myself and my team, building up my world and my universe. I'm just a G. I just want to win, then win again after. They take over, so I can't play no more. So remember, I do is the next win, man.
Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to connect with the people with? Or you want to let the people know?
No, we talked about small circle, and that's the most important thing. And I said it like 3 times already, so I'll say it one more time. Small circle means us. Small circle means value loyalty above all else. Small circle mean know who your people is. And most of the time, them people is the ones, that take care of you. Like my G always told me, fuck with the people that fuck with you and you'll never go wrong. And that's the message. And besides that, man, I got this little flow real quick, man. I like rapping, dogs. That's what I do. So I'm gonna spit a little quick 8 bars, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite little flashy verses I got right here. It's called Metal and Meat. I said, fuck them lanes, real G's don't settle. Let's meet them where the flesh meet metal, where the glick don't shine and the words don't rhyme. Gotta get mine, time to meet the devil. I'm the life of the party. Ice up Bacardi, you the type to get naughty, trying to get body. I was blazing on Lottie, talking to Dottie. Product and Gucci, Versace or money. You was eating that Chose and the dude Jimmy Chose. Truly bringing up Vogue while rolling up stoves. Putting on paint on her pedicure toes. Love a real nigga who got G's bounce O's. Ice on your wrist like your hand got froze. Keep pointing at me like your kid got chose. 10 stacks for one. Tell me where you got those. Gotta get masked. We gonna be fine. Pull your cameras out, show your wrists and pose. You're Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or Pisces. I know a couple G's in the hood just like me. Grew up on a hill where they scream young Ikey. Say I'll be back until then, just write me. Sometimes I go back where the thoughts don't stack. Got new Yeezys, but the socks don't match. If you want fresh biscuits, got to start from scratch. Primo, small circle.
For sure. This is the Marley State of Mind podcast, the world's dopest podcast down here at a Bunch of Bull Studios, just like we are every Saturday. Make sure y'all check into the stash spot on the Bunch of Bull network, and make sure y'all check into the Marley State of Mind podcast every Saturday, 8 p.m. Until then, we out of here.
Check it out. You know what it is.